Alright. I think it's about time I do one of these. I was thinking about doing one of these for a long time. With the wall on the side of a highway, so yeah. I feel like it's something I've wanted to do for a while. I've been holding this video too. And it's something that I really wanted to do with content. But I think after the streamer game stuff, I've kind of really been like thinking about it. Not the streamer university stuff. Oh man, this sauce messed shit up. And I'd like to say that I feel like I've done most of my goals for the year, right? Like my fitness goals. I had like goals that I wanted to do at the beginning of the year that I've done. Everything except YouTube, basically. I have a fitness and Twitch. Basically, they were to build up habits. I haven't had great habits recently, and so I think that's a big thing. Holy fuck, they fucked my shit up. And so you know what? For me, I'm fine with that. Where I've gone, I've consistently set up a workout routine for like 2 days a week. It's good. And just combined with my baseline fitness, I'm just happy with my fitness goals. But the biggest thing that I failed on with these habits is the YouTube side. I think I said I'd want to do one YouTube video a week, and I didn't end up doing one YouTube video a week. I did not. Okay. I have so many drafts that I just was never uploaded. So many ideas that I thought about and I just never did. And so I feel like a big part of it is just that it's just intimidating. And I'm more aware of second order actions than I am now, and how like consequential stuff you say over the internet is. So I'm just like less inclined to do that. You know? And so, backstory. I started streaming a long time ago back in Fortnite. I'm gonna start my first stream was at my friend's house when he lived closer to me, his apartment. And I streamed Enter the Gungeon. That was my first stream ever. I think back in 2017 or something. I've always loved streaming. I've always loved YouTube. I have an old YouTube channel, and I always wanted to do it. I just never realized how easy it was, to be honest. I would have started earlier, back when I was playing League of Legends. But hey, it is what it is. Okay. Then at some point, I just felt uncomfortable making content, right? After the Fortnite era, I just felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel right making content. This was like about 2 years ago or something. I just stopped. And then, right, the biggest thing is I didn't like the financial instability. I've talked about this so many times, so I'm not going to harp on it. But a big thing is I don't like people incentivizing people to sub when I'm not providing a product. And maybe that's on my fault that I'm not providing a product that I feel is worth watching. But I sure don't like it. I don't like having a show. I don't like having to do all that stuff. It's something I've always done. I don't like having to make a ton of mails. I just like vibing and talking about things I care about. And I don't like praising people's parasocial behavior. I fucking hate that shit. I do. But after Ludwig and the Streamer University, he set up a question in one of his classes. It was like, what do you like about being a streamer? What's your goal? And he said 2 things. One of them was like, do you like the aspect of creating? Or do you like the aspects of community? Right? And he also said like a whole bunch of other stuff. But those are 2 things that stuck out of me. Because it's like, yeah, I don't really like that. I like YouTube. And especially, I always say this. Because he vocalized this in a way I could never have. And I never realized or thought about. And, right, I feel the biggest time I've had this was, especially in terms of creating recently, was Do At Night Abyss. I love the community, but I also love the journey of the game. I feel like there's 2 things that are missing in this world right now. I feel like that's why I've been recently enjoying Deadlock a lot. But number one, community. I feel like big games, you don't get good communities. You don't. They're too flooded out. They're too normalized. I like Deadlock, even though there are a whole bunch of freaks and racists. But the community's small, niche, tight, and it's super cool. Seeing the little dramas in there and stuff, it's super nice. It's a nice fresh affair. But it's also a game that not even the best players don't have fully solved. And so it's like, yo, I think this is cool. I like solving stuff. I like figuring out stuff. And the game has complicated movement and all the mechanics of every other game. It's like it's every other game combined into one game. And I feel like that's amazing. You know? And for me, my biggest thing is like being a holistic gamer. I believe a person shouldn't be one game. You shouldn't go to Valorant and then play CSGO and then suddenly you don't know how to play the game. I hate when I watch streamers, the big streamers especially. Oh my gosh, I played Dark Souls and now I don't know how to play Lies of P. It's like, you're not human. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But, you know, and so, like, when I was doing DNA, it was like that. But Deadlock was, it's like a combination of everything. But DNA was where it started. I made videos like every day or whatever I cared about and yapped about. And I love discovering stuff and talking about stuff. And sometimes I was wrong. It's like got flamed and I was like, okay, I'm wrong. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. But it's like, it's nice. And so with DNA, I can't harp on it too much because they just released patch notes. So you might see another DNA video. I might be back, boys. I might be back in there. Because they finally fixed the Covenanters. I'm going to make it something else talking about. But they finally said they were going to fix the Covenanters I was talking about. They did my change. Me. And so the big thing I want to do about this video is I want this video to be just me being accountable to myself. Right? And, I mean, I've already had this. I don't know if I put the video out. I don't know if I still have it up. I don't know. I've unlisted stuff sometimes. I was on this big iffy thing about not showing my face. I don't really care anymore. I'll accept it. But my end goal is, now that I have streaming consistently, this is going to be the hard part, 2 YouTube videos a week. The biggest thing about YouTube videos is I just have a level of quality I like, and if I can't watch it, I just won't upload it. So my goal is 2 YouTube videos a week. And then one of them is just probably going to be like this, where I'm just out here yapping in a random parking lot in my car. And then the second one is probably going to be a Deadlock video. Maybe I'll slowly go into more editing for some of these, but for now they're just going to be a little bit more focused. I do want to do some edited Deadlock videos because I love making montages. I grew up on montages. I want to make some Deadlock montages, but music is a bitch now, so I'm going to try to figure that out. But yeah, and also who knows how long my motivation for Deadlock is. But guess what, it's Valve, so Valve is going to do some cool stuff. The developers seem very responsive and receptive, so I'm happy about it. But yeah, that's it. See you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.